Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Platinum. The reason we're in Eterna City right now because I need to do a little bit of backtracking. First of all, I missed this item, the guard spec. It's like Safeguard, it's like the move Safeguard. I still haven't fought these asshole trainers. Secondly, you can come this way. And when you have Cut, it's like a sort of shortcut that you can use without crossing Eterna Forest. So it's pretty useful, and you can grab just a couple items here. There's some berries, 2 orange berries, 2 cherry berries. I believe they're cherry berries, and I think there are, what are these? Blackberries. And I think these are puff ingredients too, so they're not that useful. And raspberries. If you notice, they're all puns on actual fruits, so they always do their puns. Talk to this woman. She'll give you an accessory called the Big Tree. It's just another thing if you're competing in Pokemon contests. If you come here, you get silver powder, and I think if the Pokemon, let me check it real quick, but if the Pokemon is holding it, the accuracy, oh no, this is erase the power of bug type move, which is useful, I guess. If you have a bug, then you find TM82 Sleep Talk. If your Pokemon is asleep and you use this move, it will use at random, it will use any of the other moves other than Sleep Talk that your Pokemon has. So it's useful if you have a Pokemon that uses, let's say, Rest or something, and you can just use your other 2 moves. And you're back on Route 205, if you recall. If you go in here, you're back in Eterna Forest. So we'll quickly zip back, and the trees grew back already. Wow. Oh yeah, it's, if you didn't know, if you change routes, all the stuff, all the things that you did go back to default on the previous routes. If you didn't already know that. So another thing before we head off to Hearthome City is go back to Eterna Forest, and when you go back here, you'll see Gardenia. Hiya, were you intrigued by the rumors going around too? You know, people haven't been talking about the ghost Pokemon of old Chateau. Yeah, she's busy. She's scared. Scaredy cat. Anyway, so we're not scared. We're gonna go through this. So use your HM slave to cut, and I'm gonna put up a repel because I don't want to run into our Pokemon. I'll use the super repel. It's just all lonely and whatnot. So moving on, if you come here real quick and grab, I think it's the ghost plate. No, it's an ether. And insect plate right there. The power of the defeated giants infuses this plate. So that raises bug type moves if it wasn't obvious enough. Okay, we're in the old Chateau. This place is quite creepy. And as the name suggests, it's just deserted and old. But there are a decent amount of items you can get there. Old Ghetto is like a full heal. I'll show you right here. All the status problems of a single Pokemon. So it's just like a full heal, but you know, like full heal or allow a cookie, if you know that from Pokemon Emerald. Just checking for items and moving on to this room. Something so peculiar should make off with them. What? Rest page is blank, so another creepy message. And if you go in here, I think you can. Nope. Trash can is empty. Come here. This place, it's useless right now because it's daytime. But if you come here at nighttime, which I will maybe do it in a later part, if you come here at night, oops, the repel is worn off. If you come here at nighttime, you can catch a really, really rare legendary Pokemon whose name is Rotom. Rotom is an electric ghost type. It's a really unique And here you can grab the Dread Plate. It's a really unique Pokemon, and I believe you catch it on level 20. And if you don't have an electric type and you really want to use a legendary Pokemon on your team, that thing's your pick. Because it's a low level and you can just use it. And yeah, that's about it. But personally I don't like it that much. Here you can grab the TM90 Substitute. This thing takes some of your HP away and make a substitute, so whatever hit that comes next, your substitute takes the damage, so you don't receive any damage. People use that mostly in competitive battling, but I guess if you have a Pokemon that, is really weak, or so you can use substitute on it. If you come here, you see this really creepy guy and floating. Okay, that is creepy as hell. So some creepy guy just floats there. I guess he's a ghost. If you come and you can grab a rare candy. Let's read this message. You can't. Empty trash cans. And even the music is just so eerie and just, yeah, scary stuff. And here you can grab Big Pearl. This is this item is completely useless. The only thing it's used for is selling. Wow, a lot of repels being used up. Let's see if the old guy's back again. Nope, he's gone. So that's it for this. We can now. That's all we have to do for now as a side quest. So I'll quickly meet you back on the route next to Orberg City. So see you guys just really quickly. You can grab these berries here that you see: orange berries, kucha berries, and cherry berries. It's wise to pick them up so that when you need sometimes to hold or in battle some way, it's worth just coming here and picking these berries. They're just about above the really bad fishermen people who use Magikarp. I'll show you right here. So now we can go to Hearthome City. See you then. Okay, we are on Route 207, and this way, moving on, is towards Hearthome City. And there are a lot of battles here, so I'm going to be speeding all of it up. And one quick thing, I gave the EXP share to Rexroyal so that because it's the lowest level and needs to grow. It doesn't have that great of moves as of now, but it'll soon enough. And its ability is really great, Hyper Cutter. So I think I'm gonna put up Select. There's an incoming double battle, and I think I'm gonna be, yeah. So fast forward time. Okay, so we beat those guys, and here you can grab a super potion real quick. If you click on these vents, it just gives you a little hint that there's an underground. It's just a little thingy. Okay, hiker. Alright. So moving on, Badoo's nearly leveled up and Rexroyal leveled up 1 with the EXP share, so I guess it's not going that bad. This person has a Gligar if I recall. Okay, the time we've all been waiting for. Celestia is finally evolving. I did all the going up and down on Cycling Road. It took me at least an hour to raise this thing's happiness, but finally Celestia evolved into a Roselia. Awesome. And I think it learns, yes, it learns Grass Whistle. It's a fairly decent move. It's a sleeping move. I think it has really bad accuracy, but it's better than Water Sport, so I'll teach it for now. I'll get rid of it. Probably get rid of it soon. Great. Evolutions are awesome. This thing, just finally have it out of the way. Okay. So Milenko is lagging on the levels. So I think I'm going to put him at the front. And hiker time. Alright, so now that we finally beat the stupid hiker, we can finally move on. I think there's a hidden item here. Yep, if you come here and click on this spot right there, you can grab a rare candy. Rare candies are always great, so don't miss out. Here you can find a revive. As I explained in the previous previous episodes, revive is pretty useful. And here's the fighting type trainer. I'm gonna put Riley up front, and I think I'm going to take off the Sudlo from Celestia because it's kind of useless now. Don't need to raise his happiness anymore. So, okay. Alright, so moving on, I think we're done with all the trainers in this area. Yeah, so we can move on to the next area. But before, Dawn's here. And she's like, hey, how's your Pokédex coming along? Blah, blah, blah. Me, I'm somewhere between fantastic and hopeless. I've got something nice for you. Choose which hand. Whatever hand you choose, she just gives you the same thing. You want the VS Seeker. The VS Seeker is a new... It's a new thing that they introduced in Platinum. You didn't have it in Diamond and Pearl, I think. And VS Seekers, if you use a VS Seeker in a particular area, that there are trainers in, but you already beat them, you can beat the trainers, rebattle them. So it's useful. And she also gives you a Pokechat, which is the dowsing machine. It's kind of like the item finder, but much more better because you can pinpoint where the hidden item is. So it's really, really useful. One of the best Pokechaps you can get. I want to quickly switch to it. And I think there's a couple hidden items in this area itself. Yep, there's, I think, a Great Ball. Yeah. Nerdiness behold. Anyway. Any more items? Yeah, there's an item down here somewhere. Yeah, there's an item right over there. Go zip over and grab that thing. That item right there you can grab when you get a certain HM, that one too. Without that HM you can't really do much. Here, it's worth coming back because there's a revive. Alright, so we can finally move on to the next area, which is Mount Coronet. And being a cave, of course there's going to be wild Pokemon, so I'm going to grab a Repel. And I'm probably constantly going to be checking for items because I just found another one here. Where is it? In this rock. Energy powder. It's like a super potion, but if you use it on Pokemon, it's gonna hate you because it's really bitter, so the happiness level will go down, and wow, more hidden items. And another revive. Be sure to check out these items because they're really useful. Okay, when you come here, it's that same guy again from Lake Verity and the statue. So he just talks about a new world where time flowed and space expands. He just talks. Just stupid, weird. What a weirdo. So he just pushes you aside and just walks away like another just babbling idiot. Okay, this seems really obvious, but no, they trick you this time. That thing doesn't have an item. This one does. It's Stardust, and you can just sell it for 1,000 Poké-Dollar. That item right there, you need Surf for it. So, and there's a quicker route if you just want to avoid going around. You can just use Rock Smash, but it's not really worth it. So anyway, Route 208. There are a couple trainers here, so I'm just gonna speed the whole thing up so you don't have to really sit here and just watch. And I really want to get to the next city, so I'm gonna speed it up. So I'll see you soon. Okay, so I think we're done with all the battles. This guy, he gives you the odd keystone. This thing comes into play later on, so I'll explain what this item is used for when the time comes. And there's a hidden item there, no all Pokemon, damn it. So, before I was interrupted, you can grab a tiny mushroom here. This thing is also used for selling. I think it doesn't have any, I don't think it has any use. But up here is the Berry Master's house. And if you go in there, this guy gives you a really rare berry every day. If you just come to him every day, he'll give you a rare berry. This little girl, who'll give you a Pokechap, which is the berry searcher. So if you plant berries and they're growing or something, they'll show up in this app on the map of Sinnoh. Also, this is mulch. It helps the berries grow. So if you're really interested in growing a certain type of berry that's really useful for contests for making poffins and all that crap, you can use these. You can use mulch and the spray duct that we got earlier and grow berries. And using that app, you can, if you just happen to look at it and if you forget and you planted them, you can find them here. And if you really quickly, you can grab these berries right here, and we can finally move on to Hearthome City, which we were supposed to go in the first place. And here we are in Hearthome City, but when you're just about to enter, this Baneri comes walking up to you, and then the woman's like, "Thank goodness you happen to be here. If it weren't for you, who knows how far my Baneri could have run away. Hey Baneri, go back into your Pokemon." "I'm Kira. I'm a Pokemon contest judge. Be sure to drop by the contest hall so I can thank you properly." Alright, so we are supposed to... That way is, if you go this way, it's blocked right now by these two camera interview person lady. So we have much more to do in Hearthome City, but we will be doing that in the next part. So next time on Pokemon Platinum, we will be exploring Hearthome City and going to the contest hall to, as that lady said, so maybe we can get a reward or something. Anyway, see you next time. Peace out.